Hi everyone, just wanted to share some updates and care on my Hoyas that are kept in my living room. I did already clean my shelves off, and I also will be just doing my Hoya flush. That's my Hoyas with the Leca and Pond. I will be doing that next week. But I'm not for sure if anyone does this. Possibly so, but I always do a smell check on my Pond and Hoya and Pond and Leca. So just in case I do smell something that could be the beginning of root rot. So I do that on occasion, and all was well. So they can wait until next week because it is very, very time consuming. And on my Hoyas that are in soil, I do give them a thorough wipe down, and I try to wrap them up in a grocery bag, and I can do a little shower for them too on their leaves, and that helps a lot. So this is my Hoyas in the living room, and they're doing quite well. Okay, so on some of the Hoyas that are in Leca and Pond, I will have to top them off with the nutrient water. I haven't been filling it up as high as I used to. I just fill it up to really cover the bottom, and possibly a little higher, but at one point I was filling it up halfway, and I found that to be troublesome on some of the roots. So right now the plan is to just keep it at a certain level. And then I do use my moisture meter on the Hoyas that are in soil to make sure that I do not overwater. So right now, the plant care for today will just be misting. A lot of research, and I have read that a lot of people use the orchid mist on their Hoyas. So it helps with growth. I heard it helps with blooming of the Hoya flower, and just a all-around general healthy mist for the Hoyas. So I have them all lined up, and all I do is just do a misting on each one, and it always does it. So I'm not trying to give them a good hose down to make them really dripping wet, but just a mist. Quick mist on all of them. Sometimes I miss doing this, but today I thought of it, ironically, on the day I wanted to shoot the video. So okay, so everybody got their little treat. and I will do the watering and topping off with my nutrient water after the video. This is my macrophilia, and she has a beautiful leaf coming in. I don't know if you can see it, it's a little tinge with the red in it and pink, and also a little baby one there. So I've had this one for a while, and it is already, since spring has arrived, it has already sprouted out lots of new leaves, and looks like we have another, I guess you would call that an aerial root or something, but that wasn't there in the beginning, so it has certainly taken off. Hoya curtisii. I've had this one for a while as well, and it has some growth coming in. I think I might have been overwatering it for a while because some of the leaves were turning yellow, but since I've cut back, seems quite happy. And another one of my favorites, my Hoya Hindu rope. I'm on the lookout, but I'm not in a rush. I would love the variegated one. So this one has given me some new growth as well. That looks like something new there. I got this at Hobby Lobby, this little trellis. I'm not for sure if I like it. I think it does better in soil, but for right now, it's getting the job done. And since I can't really pronounce that name, I'm gonna put that right there for you to take a look at it. Now I had some growth going on a while back. That looks like a dry. I'm gonna keep an eye on that because I will be cutting that off. That looks a little dry there. But other than that, I love this one. There's her twin, who is in soil. And I believe like soil much better than the pond. I just love those leaves. Hoya Lisa. I had one before, but it didn't make it. I tried my best. I love that Hoya. But I have a new one now. At a pretty good price too. I got it at one of the garden centers that I like to go to. And it was $9.99. I just love those bottom leaves. This beauty. Really thick, beautiful leaves. And there's the name. Really pretty. Happy in the soil. Okay, so that completes this first level. And I am using a regular light bulb just for the video's sake. I do have grow lights that I use in this area. And when it's a nice, bright, sunny day, I just open the blinds and I turn off the grow lights. There we go. Got my little turtles there, my butterfly. All right. Okay, so I could have said that this was the first level, but it's the top shelf, and that's where I keep some of the Hoyas. Right, so this beauty goes there. And I am at a loss on the name of this. I got this at Home Depot, and we all know that Home Depot is putting the names that are not correct. So if this looks familiar to anyone, otherwise I'll just have to keep Googling, picture Googling, and hopefully something will come up and let me know that's what it is. Right up here. And it gets some good sun when I have the blinds open. This is said to be a Matilda splash, but if it's not correct, tell me what you think it is. My Obovata. That's a beautiful leaf right there. Goes at the top too. Top tier. All right. I thought I had my sticker on here, but I believe this is called a Ricardo Hoya. There's some new growth going. I just love these big Mickey Mouse ears. And this is really firm. I just love the feel of this one too. And she will go right next to my Scindapsus. Right there at that angle. She's like the babysitter. Now this is another Hoya that I misplaced the name, if this looks familiar to anyone. Has a little leaf damage. Nothing too much is going on, but I'm seeing something real close to this area here. And I'm just not gonna mention it. You know how if you ignore it, something good will happen out of it. But it looks like it's trying to get something going on. I do know that the roots are happy. You can see one trying to come out. Like I said, I'm not filling it up a lot. It's just at that little lower area, and that's when the roots are making its way to be able to get a drink. So if that looks familiar, if you can tell me what that is. This one is just our regular Carnosa. Crimson Queen. Hoya Sunrise. I know for sure she goes right here. This is my Hoya latifolia. This has really made me proud. First I didn't think it was gonna make it, but it shot out 2 new leaves. And I'm really happy about that. Try to make some room here. I can already tell I am gonna have to rearrange because a couple of these do not belong here. There's another. I'm just gonna say this is a Carnosa because I can't recall which one this is. I'll just put it on the edge here. My elephant. This is the newest and the biggest leaf of them all. I am waiting patiently, hoping that I will get a new leaf one day soon. I love this one. And I really believe I got it because of the name. But now I see how beautiful it is. I'm happy I got it. I have this Hoya in Leca. And there's the name of it. I've never heard of the name. This was from Home Depot about a week ago. I got this about 2 years ago, a Hoya honey, and I believe I might have ordered it from Walmart online. Love those leaves. Okay, I've had this Hoya for a while, and I purchased this at my favorite hardware store, True Value, and out of the blue, I have a tendril coming up. And that's surprising. I've gotten a new growth here, but that tendril, I'm like, wait a minute, where did that come from? So this is going to be a real showstopper once that tendril starts to get some leaves on it. And she is in pond as well. Okay, there's Mr. Has his Hoya in there that really jumped back from death's door. It was really looking bad, and it finally found its comfort place in pond. So if you can identify this Hoya rather, I'd appreciate it. There you go, and he will be right here, keeping her company. My Hoya Black Margin. And you will go there. Hoya Nuna goes here. And my Bertonii will be right here. I think I remember these being here. At least I got this right. And you can see the name there. Beautiful splashing. And it goes here. another one I gotta get a name for. Very happy, and a mixture of pond and leca. I also have the cloth at the bottom that's working its way up, so that's how I'm keeping the nutrient water. And that goes right there. This one goes here. If that Hoya looks familiar to anyone, if you can name it for me. Hoya. And I know he is in here. And so is this one. Beautiful, big, thick leaves. With some nice veining. I'll arrange these in here a little better. Bell and Howell grow light, and it's really convenient. It turns it on at that time and turns it off. So just started to use that. And here's another beauty. And that's a UT073. Living in pond. Crimson Princess. Is that pretty new growth? New leaf there. A second Rosita. I was loving the way the leaves were looking. How many carnosus do I have? Grow light really gives them some good light. And Hoya rotundiflora. There. And my Polynura. Really happy. New growth there. And on my wish list is the variegated. Okay. There is my Finley Sonii Snow. Really pretty. I do know that is new growth. I mean, a new leaf, rather. I was thinking that those two might be related. I don't know. You tell me what you think. Otherwise, let me know what that one is. And then I might rearrange everything. I don't like moving around too much because they get accustomed to a Rosita that I've had for a while. And I like it still, but I just got that other one because it just looked a little better, but I'm still gonna take care of this one because it has new growth. My Hoya Wyetii. And this is my Hoya Cotton Candy. I'm seeing a little new growth right there. And it's probably because I staking them so I can get some trellises. I'd like to have some clear ones. I want them small, not too big and bulky. So that's the plan. Just new growth, sprouting everywhere. You would think this one would try to give a peduncle or something, but I'm still happy with just that one that I have with Bella. I'm not gonna rush these because that wouldn't help at all. And next is my Pride and Joy, my Hoya Bella, who still has her bloom. This bloom is lasting a wonderful long time. I don't want to say awful because it's a good thing to last that long. I'm still waiting on the others to get their growth going. But this is my Hoya Bella. And she is really growing. Even has, there's a peduncle there. I don't know if you can see it good. But the leaves are looking a little larger and she's happy in her soil. So that just about does it for my living room Hoya shelf. I really appreciate you all watching. And to those who were able to identify some of my Hoyas, I really appreciate your help with that. If not, then my search continues. And once again, thanks for watching.